Peace, everyone. Welcome to Karmic Dynasty. Today, I am discussing sexuality in your wellness. And before I get started, I'm going to share today's first greeting, which is today's greeting. And it is good afternoon. We rolling with just that part. Deborah Rutherford of YouTube. Gratitude. I appreciate you being here. She is still in nap mode. I appreciate your greeting. Good afternoon from Deborah Rutherford and Karmic Dynasty. For those of you new to Karmic Dynasty, I welcome you. Those of you who are here again, I am glad as well for you, as always. And I am, let's see. Okay, let's talk about how I got to this topic, sexuality in your wellness. Today, I was working out. Been a little bit, but I was working out. And so during the workout, and I'm taking some time right now to also have time for everyone to come in who's coming in during the live video. And I also today have a few updates for the platform as well, but primarily we're discussing sexuality in your wellness and my wellness, sexuality and my wellness. All right, so I was working out, and during the workout, now, mind you, let me clear this up. I'm working out in my space. I was watching a workout video in YouTube. I have a whole playlist, and today this video popped up before I got to my playlist. So I rolled with it because it was by the channel that's part of my playlist. So the workout that I'm speaking of video was by Trap Cardio. Trap Cardio. I've been watching them and following them and rolling with them for some time now. It's a great workout video. I appreciate it. I appreciate the cardio part of it. I tend to do more in my wellness and my physical fitness, how I want to look when I have that group movement, the cardio. For me, it started, well, with my acknowledgement of it, it started with Zumba. Back in the day, I had a weight gain event due to some medication, and I got off the medication, and I needed to get out of that size 16 that was approaching and back down to a size 8. I end up in a size 6, but we kind of plateau out. So size 8 is like my average. Either way, working out with Trap Cardio, and during the video, the one of the lead instructors, that's what I'm gonna call her, lead instructor, there was a routine, there was you know what I'm saying, a part of the Trap Cardio video that came up, and it was a sexual, and routine workout, which is great. It's cool. I was already in the rhythm, already in my thing. I already sweating. I already wet. I was like, just whatever. And I was kind of feeling it. There was one of the people during the broadcast that is recorded at this point. It wasn't live. They were like, wake up your sexuality. Wake it up. We were in the average just workout, cardio, but no, wake that up. Do your thing in your video, with yourself. Wake that up. Sexuality is part of your wellness. So I took that, I processed it. I said, I need to take this to the platform because for one, have not been on my platform in a while. For two, while I check this out and look into it, I'm curious as to what my audience would say. I'm curious as to what the audience, the spectators, the ongoers, the passerbyers would say. So I'm here to look at that in detail. Now, and I just worked out. My rule of thumb is there's something I must eat after. So now I have my water, so I'll be here on this, which I don't spray everywhere right now. I also have my applesauce. And I will also be having grapefruit. Now, it depends on how time goes and how I roll. That's what I'm going to be on. So from time to time is where I'll be at. Sexuality and your wellness. Now, there was at least one guy in that workout video. So, fellas, this ain't just for the ladies. Of course, I'm not just talking to the women, or I would have put women's health or something in the title. Now, before I carry on into that, I'm going to share an announcement or two. So, roll with me right now. I appreciate you all. And first announcement. Hold on. My banners is going crazy. First announcement. Banner be still. First announcement, everyone. Let's go.
That's right. Joy Allen. Yes, indeed, the great goddess from the Karmic Dynasty YouTube channel. Okay, so you know she's going to be driving it. So you got to come see her. And she coming to a city near you. I said, look, listen, I saw the list. I saw Atlanta. I saw Virginia. Okay, I saw Washington. I saw Boston. So she's pulling up. Okay, Silence and Sound event and lecture tour where she's going to be dropping gems and illumination. Okay, I'm going to be tuning in. Each city is going to have its own topic. Each city is going to have its own topic. Okay, very interesting. That's a very interesting format. So I'm going to tune in and we got to check her out. I want y'all to be there. Okay, let's stay on the frequency, stay on that vibration. Okay, and support our beloved goddess. Okay, Wadu.
Wanu. All right, and also, I will be a guest on a production in 2 days on Monday. It's a Zoom video. It's a Zoom meeting. So as I've always shared before, if you're new, you haven't heard me say it, but either way, you can attend the Zoom video. The link to the video is on my YouTube platform. So go there, check it out. It's scheduled for Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yes, so people have asked me if I'm going to share that meeting on my platform. And for me to share the Zoom meeting on my platform, I've done it before. And since I've left Indianapolis, my backgrounds have been kind of unexpected, spontaneous, and some other things. So with a lot of unplanned events going on in my surroundings, I've been unable to share Zoom meetings. So because with sharing Zoom meetings in the StreamYard studio, which is what I use, I've not yet found a way to do it without my mic being open, which then means you're hearing all of the stuff going on around me and you're distracted away from the presentation. And that's what I don't want. So if you want to know what's going on around me, today would be like a perfect broadcast to see what could maybe possibly happen that I would not want to happen on someone else's production as a guest, to have my audience be a part. So what I would ask is that everyone who wants to be a part, click the Zoom meeting link. The link is posted on my YouTube platform, and it is scheduled for Monday at 1 p.m. You can join that meeting with your microphone and your video off, so you don't have to speak. No one has to know you're there. XYZ. You can just sit in observance capacity. And that brought that on. Ask me how I'm doing, I'm blessed. Yes. Hold on. Living every moment. My bad. That production is called Healing from Our Trauma, the Strength of a Woman. So locate that post on my YouTube channel. The link is in there. You can join the meeting. If you want to say something and share, I would type your request in the comment section of the Zoom video, and then have the host of that meeting give you the floor to speak what you want to speak. What else? Yeah. So I have talked to someone and in brainstorming about sharing the Monday's meeting is possible. I thought. So as I roll with that possibility Monday, it may or may not go. If it does, that's great. And then you all can just sit here on the platform and watch it. The attempt will be that. So I will be using my laptop like now as the guest. I'm thinking I can open my cell phone to the studio, tune in to the Zoom meeting, and have my cell phone rolling live the meeting on my YouTube channel in a very quiet place in a corner somewhere way in the house, somewhere in a far corner, just unattended. So if that rolls, is how I'm gonna do it. That's the best I can do to bring it to y'all. You know, if I can, I will, and I would, and I do, and I did. All right. So one more announcement before we get into sexuality in your wellness. Now, next, when is that? The 20th. So the 20th on my platform, I will be on here. Let's see. Yeah, the 20th at 2 p.m. The Comedic Tarot, the Veil of Aset. I will be here with the maker of that tarot set. And if you go to my platform, the post looks like this. And the Comedic Tarot Veil of Aset. So when I first, I need everybody who's going to be there to be prepared. This is just a heads up on what's going down. Y'all know me. So when this set was presented to me, I had to have it. And then when I got it, I was like, oh, I got to share this with my platform. Here is the set. Now, I requested 2 sets because I need one for myself. I need one for my Dynasty, so they can work with it. But you open it up. I'm not going to show y'all everything that's in here. What I will tell y'all is this: Monday, Sunday, the 20th, I will be on the platform with the maker, the creator of this set. Let me see. This came in the set. We'll talk about this during the broadcast. And 3, 4, 5 other items. Right now, I'm going to share with you the item that I am appreciating right now, because it's all I'm going to share, is the Comedic Tarot Veil of Aset edition. Now, this is a planned series, and it is also a learning environment, such as my platform. So we will have PowerPoints, we will have discussions, we will have Q&A. So, involvement, get your questions together now, maybe just from what I'm going to show you today. So this is the box. This is what the box look like. And we discussed tarot, and if I'm going to be a reader, and I'm like, I do not like when people put the cards up and there's that glare. So right now that's my top complaint, the glare. Now, part of the PowerPoint we're sharing is so you can see the cards without the glare. So the PowerPoint includes the cards and the other items of the set without that glare. Pet peeve of mine. Ugh. So, yeah, these are the cards. And I was like, ooh, I got to have a share. And then, each card has its own message. We'll talk about what's on the border in the hieroglyphs on each card, and we will be discussing the cards. We will be discussing the terminology on the card versus the terminology you may be used to, and other things. Also, the creator of this set has decided that he wants to give away some sets. Now, I'm telling y'all right now, these sets, they are like $90 a set. He wants to give away some sets. I said, sure. I've had a Q&A on my platform before where we gave away items, and the giveaway is going to be trivia. So something as simple as maybe um I don't know. Let's see. But either way, let's see. Oh, Ace of Ox. So ox is ox. The word ox, when you see ox, it is in anyway. At some point, we're gonna see ox on this screen. We gotta tilt it like that. Do we, y'all? Do we gotta tilt it like that? See ox. There we go. Ox. So you see ox in this tarot deck. Ox means what some of you would know as cups. So I would say, what is the translation of cups in this deck? And then you say Ankh. You also have to be willing to give me a shipping address so you can receive your set, which includes the other items that come in this box, etc., etc. Okay. Also, these cards are color coded. So blue, see the blue around the inside the border, that's water. And if you see red, that's fire. And white is air. I've learned some things. I've been in study mode. And black is earth. So what I wanted to do is share that with you all. I also wanted to myself get the set. So that's why the broadcast is stretched out a little bit, because I wanted to look at the set myself. You already know I bust up all lies. I'll be busting them up. So there is a lot of learning opportunity in this set, not just with the cards, but the other items that come in the set, which it includes this as well. Learning opportunity. So whatever manner you take notes, you process information to use at a later time, bring it, recording, paper, pen, all that, be prepared. I don't know how many he mentioned giving away an amount of sets, a number of sets that made me say, okay, you know what? We're not going to do all that in one broadcast, because people, my suggestion is people will be interested and then they may tell a friend. And so we're going to have another broadcast, because we will want your friend to have the opportunity to get a free set as well. Kind of not free, because you have to answer the question correctly and you have to give a shipping address to receive it. Other than that, answer the question correctly, and this set is valued at, I think, like $90. But either way, the creator of this set will be on here on the 20th to discuss all of that with you and more, and plenty of learning opportunities. We also plan to have a class. So for those of you who want to learn tarot and other things, we'll be here to have a class for you with you. All right. So that's my announcements. Almost 19 minutes in, and we're going to go ahead and talk about sexuality in our wellness. And it's done now. In our wellness. I put your in the title. It's our wellness. All right. So, great evening. Royal speaks Shariri L. Hashtag Unoccupied Turtle Island, speaking from her YouTube channel. Phoenix Jean coming in here, speaking greetings all from YouTube as well. And I appreciate you all being here. So now I have a screen share ready, prepared to share. Right now I'm going to go to the audience and look at this comment. It's been here for a minute. I've been updating. So let's get to it. I am a private person who is the one who haven't been with anyone in 16 years and counting. Do you see this as being normal in God's sense of the word? Wow. Let's talk about it, y'all. What do we say? What's everyone say? Private person hasn't been with anyone in 16 years. Starting with just that part. I'm going to fraction it up myself and address it, and then share what the audience has to say. If there's any feedback they'd like to share. I would say private person who haven't been with anyone. Do you think? Okay. Normal. I cannot define normal other than to say, however you see normal is the way that it is. 16 years, I'm sure there are people who have not been sexually intimate with anyone for longer periods of time. And I would say that, yes, the private part, it is all a private personal decision when we make that decision on the timing of being with someone, and if we are going to be with anyone, yeah, that is all private. And so, yeah, everything you're saying, I see it as right and correct and exact. But again and again, it's personal to you. So you say it's okay, it's all right. That's what it is. And in God's sense of the word, that's a personal event as well. So if that is your event, private, 16 years and counting, not being with anyone, normal, you say so. And in God's sense of the word, you say so. What's down here? And one of my comments not rolling. Okay. If that is what she wants, I say congratulations. Exactly. Miss Deborah, if that's what you want, then yeah, that's the way it is. Now, what I'll say right quick while we speaking on this, I'm giving an example now of my experience of 16 years in counting. It's my experience. My experience is there are matriarchs of my bloodline that have not been with a man after like the transition of their significant other, or just the separation from their significant other of some type, maybe divorce or just mutual separation. And for some reason personal to them, they could not be intimate with a man again. And that's where I'm gonna leave that at. So to me, I know it's possible. So to me, it is a norm for me because I've watched some matriarchs in my bloodline do the same thing. I have recently accepted that it's possible that that would be a norm of mine one day. To and I'm not even. I might today discuss the why or why not, but I'm just not seeing. You know what? I have embraced the fact that if after today, right now, this broadcast, I am not with another man ever again, that's okay. So I am. Let me lose a calculator here, because we chatting today. We making it happen today. I'm not in no hurry. I'm not with anything. All right. So right now I'm 48 years old, and my mind's everywhere. My mind's not there. My mind is where it's supposed to be. I've been in my tax return preparation mode, assisting clients through my tax business. So sometimes I can't do small math when I'm in this mental status. So 48, I'm 48, and 16 years means I'll be 64. So it's possible that I'll be 64 and going forward as of today and not being intimate with a man anymore. No sexual intercourse contact is possible. I've accepted it. Now, in dealing with the living today to get through that, I've mentally worked on that as well. So I don't know, but it's definitely possible because I'm not, in regards to sexuality and my wellness, I'm not going to be with somebody just because I have my feminine urges, feminine fleshly urges to be gratified, satisfied, touchified by a man. So it's very much possible for my wellness. Mental wellness, physical wellness. Because mental wellness, I need to not to go crazy because of a man like being, because they all not men. All y'all not men, all us not women. And I need to have my physical wellness because yeah, that's important too. You know, things like STDs they still exist. They still exist. Based on the conversation somebody had with me the other day, STDs still exist. I need my physical wellness in place, and my mental wellness. Now, I'm not even about to discuss other women's issues, such as pregnancy and all that other stuff right now. If y'all want to discuss it, we can discuss it. I cannot have any more children as far as as far as I'm aware of, having no more children. I'm not even about to discuss pregnancy. I'm not. Now, so let's look at the word sexuality for clarity. Because y'all know what, these days and times, anytime I hear sexuality, I think of LGBTQ plus and them. I heard that acronym changes a lot. So and them to cover and them. And today I was, for those of you who are not sure or don't know, I am in this group home, and as a caregiver for now. And I went in the residence room for something. And there was a Hershey's commercial on. Now, based on this Hershey's commercial, and like every, I think 5 seconds, I heard gay, 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 gay. Hershey's now creeps me out. If already Hershey's didn't creep me out because of the rat hair count that's allowable in chocolates, and then at the end of that commercial to see a little girl praising the Hershey's bar and the color pink or purple or turquoise of the word she in Hershey's, I'm done. I cannot. I cannot. I need thank you, my thing. Clicking up. Greetings. So either way, so back to going on to my point. So sexuality, when I think of sexuality, because I was working out when I heard sexuality in your wellness in the video. And according to what I saw, I was thinking one thing. But according to what came up initially in my mind, sexuality, I think of all that gay rights, transgender, all this sexuality is like the whole male on male, female on female, whatever it is, all that go. That's where my mind went on sexuality. So I was like, I'm not having no parts of that. And then in the video, there was a guy that I would say is an example of my initial thought of sexuality, doing his thing in the video with the ladies. Anyway, rolling with my ignorance, I went to look at this definition, which I'm sharing now. And sexuality is about your sexual feelings, thoughts, attractions, and behaviors towards other people. You can find other people physically, sexually, or emotionally attractive, and all those things are a part of your sexuality. Sexuality is diverse and personal, and it is an important part of who you are. So let's look at this. Let's break this down a little bit. Let's manage this. Sexuality is about your sexual feelings. Okay, so my sexual feelings is an important part of my wellness. So let's examine that. So when we just are talking about sexual feelings, Sexual feelings, how we feel sexually. How you feel, how we feel, how I feel sexually affects my wellness. So, for anyone who doubts their feelings sexually, what you feel inside when sexuality is brought to your attention, I would say definitely find ways to enhance that. Find ways to get past it. Find ways to strengthen your feelings on sexuality. Now, how do we do that? It's personal to you. It's definitely personal to you. But I say for anyone having issues with your wellness, overall wellness, because we be on drink water, we be on get our produce, fruits and veggies. Who discusses our sexual feelings as part of wellness? How you feel sexually affects your wellness. Ain't that something? I guess we'll talk about it all. Your thoughts, your sexual thoughts affects your wellness. So we looked at feelings briefly. We're looking at thoughts right now. What are your thoughts? What are your sexual thoughts? Those thoughts affect your wellness. So, again, if there's any questions about your overall wellness, examine your thoughts and your feelings on sex, sexual events. Now, that means some of us may need to adventure and explore the sexual realm. Hey, if you want to be well, overall wellness, you better go examine and explore. It's just a suggestion. Explore the sexual realm. It's a realm, it's a whole other place. Examine it, go visit it, go check it out. It's a personal adventure. Go there and bring some new levels to your wellness. Let's go there. Let's see. Attractions, sexual attractions and behaviors towards other people. So we need to look at how we are attracted sexually to others. Attraction and behaviors towards other people. All right. Again, Karmic Dynasty is unscripted, so I don't know where this broadcast going today. I just know I wanted to come here and I wanted to talk to somebody about it. I didn't know who to call on the phone, so I'm gonna sit here with y'all today. Who's here with me? All right, so let's see now. Okay, your sexual behaviors and behaviors towards other people affects your overall wellness. So if you need a wellness check, you might need to look at your sexual behaviors towards other people. Now, if you don't have any sexual behaviors towards other people, then maybe that means you need to get some sexual behaviors towards other people. Now, what covers behaviors, that cup runneth over too. I'm telling you behaviors is all kind of sexual behaviors. We're gonna look at that as well, maybe. Sexual behaviors. Let's look at that. Oh, what that say? all sexual sexual. Okay, hold on. This is not a where my face at. Okay, I did not mean to laugh out loud. This is not a laughing matter. Let's go back to the screen. Sexual behavior refers to the genital activities in which an individual engages. Okay, so Karmic Dynasty is about to retract that one statement where I said if you I don't remember what I said, but somebody gonna rewind this on me and they gonna tell it. When I said anything that sounded like if your wellness is not, if your wellness needs to be enhanced and you don't have sexual behaviors towards people, you might want to go do some sexual behaviors towards people. Disclaimer, all of that. OMG. See where a level of ignorance will get you? The level of ignorance will get you. Sexual behaviors. It includes the what refers to the genital activities in which an individual engages. Okay, so maybe sometimes the sexual behavior ain't towards others. Maybe sometimes it's individual, as the screen says. Genital activities in which an individual engages. All right, so yeah, we LOL today. I mean, so it's not a laughing matter, but I had to laugh at myself. Sexual behaviors towards others. Okay, so I'm gonna say what I was thinking when I read sexual behaviors. It's like hold on. First of all, let's look at the word behaviors because that's where my mind was at. Behaviors, and I'm rolling with the dictionaries today. I'm not into the etymology right now. Let's just roll this dictionary for educational purposes. Let's matriarch gratitude because today, and it can only always be for educational purposes around here. I'm not one of them land contract certified. I'm not. I don't see no initials behind my names nowhere. So don't nobody even try to come for me. Oh my goodness. What does it say? Behavior, the way in which one acts or conducts oneself, especially towards other. Conduct, way of behaving, particular situation or stimulus. You know what I mean? I'm just like behavior. Like, yeah, they do. For real. Now, like behaviors. Okay, we rolling with my level of mental status today. I'm just so transparent, ain't even funny today. Let's bring LOL back up here. Transparency. That's a word the matriarch Cherie L use a lot. I'm being straight transparent with y'all today. Now, with behavior, when I behavior, I think of children. I've raised my 5 children. And behavior is like something they discuss in school, like on their report cards, those that were not homeschooled. Behavior. They got marks on their report card for behavior, classroom behavior, recess behavior, lunchroom behavior. And so now I don't think it had nothing to do with, I guess, sexual behaviors. So what's that? AKA genital behaviors, according to the definition that was given. Okay, again, I don't know where this was going. This going, oh my good, water. Now, this is my shungite water. Y'all see that? That's my shungite. I got shungite in my water. Don't mind me. I mean, do, but don't. All right, let's see what we're doing. Goodness. So, hold up, y'all. Okay. The way my whole mindset just turned because of the word sexual in front of the word behavior. Seriously? Sexual behaviors. includes genital. All right. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. So what were we looking at initially? Anyway, let me back button this because I don't remember. I done been. Sexual behavior refers to the genital activities in which an individual engages. Okay, now what I'm not about to do is go look at examples of that. What I want to do now is go back to the original what we had on the table. Sexuality and our wellness is about our sexual feelings, our sexual thoughts, our sexual attractions, and our sexual behaviors towards other people. Okay. You can find other people physically, sexually, or emotionally attractive, and all those things are part of your sexuality. Very good. Very good. Let's see. Physically attractive. Okay. I still find men sexually, I mean, that I still, I still find men physically attractive, and I still find men sexually attractive, emotionally attractive. Hmm. Let's look at that one because that one right there, my because emotionally. Okay, let's roll with that because that word emotion sometimes is a null moment. And so let's read the definition here. Emotional attraction definition is when you feel connected to someone's mind, personality, and spirit. You look at the other aspects of an individual and are appreciative of it rather than just their physical features. When you are emotionally attracted to someone, you seek a meaningful, secure, and long lasting bond. Okay, because at first I was like, emotion, I don't, some men be like more emotional than like the average stereotype of a woman. So I wasn't even trying to deal with none of that. I didn't even deal with no, I'm not dealing with none of that. So my mind was somewhere else on that. I can roll with this emotionally. That's how they want to phrase it, as far as mind, personality, and spirit. Either way, we I'm coming out of that one right here. Now, okay, back to me and my mental status right now. You can find other people physically, sexually, or emotionally attractive, and all those things are a part of your sexuality. And again, sexuality in our wellness is being looked at today. We're looking at it today. Sexuality is diverse and personal, and it is an important part of who you are. So, sexuality is diverse. Now, in a world where we know definitions change, and I don't have a set of dictionaries that date back and date back and date additions like some people. But if there's somebody right now who does, and they can look and check and see, definitions change. So I'm just curious off the record because I don't expect no one to go look it up and let me know. Off the record, I'm curious as to when the word diverse was included in the definition of sexuality, and when did they include it, and why did they include it? What audience are they attempting to accommodate by having the word diverse? And then if I go look up the word diverse, what does it mean today in the day? In a day. I mean, there's diverse sexuality. Let me go here. Diverse meaning. looking up definitions. And this one kind of looks general, showing a great deal of variety, very different, including or involving people from a range of different social and ethnic backgrounds and of different genders, sexual orientations, etc. You know what I mean? They change. So what I see right now is before this, etc. The last on this list is sexual orientations, which is supporting what my thought was initially that even brought me here, because we got different social and ethnic backgrounds and different genders. Listing sexual orientations last in this current highlight in today's society. So, diverse sexuality, diverse and personal. It's important, apparently, according to this, and part of who you are. Now, I read this one way because interpretation is like everything when it comes to language. I was just speaking to someone about this yesterday, and in a world where us, are speaking, writing, using English, and we are communicating with each other. But thing is this, how I apparently interpret a word is not how someone else would interpret a word. So I've been a prime example myself today of that. How I interpret a word can just throw the whole line of communication off because the other person's are thinking something else. So my mind is creating this picture of our conversation, communication, going this way, and their interpretation provides yourself a picture that sends you that way, and that person that way, and them in that diagonal direction, and them in that diagonal direction, and them back here, and them those in angles in between, and then people wonder why we can't communicate. No, people wonder why we can't do this, why we can't save the world, why we can't come together, why we can't build communities, why we can't structure items, because we're saying the same words, but we're interpreting according to our environments, other things. So we're all at the table. We agree to come to the table, for example, and build a neighborhood workshop for children. But the neighborhood workshop for children does not never get off the ground because I am thinking one thing, them that, those. And everybody's sitting like, we all speaking the same language. We all said the same thing. A lot of times we leave this out. Interpretation based on the environments. For one, don't know who you sitting with. And sometimes we claim to know who we sitting with. Even if you grew up in the same house with somebody, you don't know them. But it helps in the line of communication a little bit better if you know more about the person than you just electing somebody off the street to come in. There are many factors of who we are that we first have to crack the code on that to get any further. Now, right now, I said I'm in this group home. A resident's at the door. Stand by for me. I'll be back. Okay, hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. Peace. Gratitude. Gratitude. I appreciate y'all standing by. Now, an example of what I'm talking about, interpretation. Interpretation. Now, first of all, let's roll this tape back a little bit. I discussed my appearance as a guest on a Zoom meeting Monday. How I cannot share it here on the platform because if you noticed any change in my background right now, because that's what would appear there. Now, it won't be any video, there'll just be audio. So, but right now you're seeing. So, either way, the audio is like about to be switched up. Now, in a world of interpretations, prime example of what I'm talking about. All right, so resident came in, briefed them on, hey, now, the resident does not quite comprehend what YouTube is or means, but they watch YouTube on the TV, so their mind is TV. So that's just as far as it goes. They know they're watching something. They don't get what an app is, what it quite like how we do. Either way, so I just told this resident when they came in the door, I am on TV. So whatever you say, everybody can hear you on TV. So if you would give me a few moments or be somewhere else, do something else, give me some time. Because I don't ask for the time around here because y'all don't see me that much. So I don't ask for no quiet times. I do, but not like right now. And so then he starts talking anyway. The resident, he starts talking anyway. I'm like, hold on, y'all. Did I just no? And all that, they hear you right now. They will hear you right now if I turn on my mic right now. Okay, so you don't want them to hear you or go. Y'all know what I'm saying? Comprehension skills. Yes, can we look at this? Facts. Detroit dog. Peace. Goodness. I'm like, either way, interpretation. Comprehension skills is a must, but at the same time, we can have there's even different levels in interpretation and definitions of comprehension. Seriously. Like, we take comprehension. Like in public school, like me growing up, comprehension was part of the reading classes. Comprehension was part of the language arts classes. Comprehension. But apparently, everybody didn't get an A, so there was a comprehension issue there on what the teacher expected, what the answer key expected, what the school board expected, because everybody did not pass that class that included comprehension. In the comprehension classes, people don't comprehend. I'm telling y'all, there's a lot that we want to do as a people, as a community, as whoever, and you ain't in the me, my, we community, you got your own thing going, you too, y'all too. Y'all too. There is a element that is not being addressed when it comes to getting together and getting things done, and it is the world of putting self to the side. So let's minus grandstanding, let's minus titles, and let's minus needing attention, let's minus egos, feelings being hurt, and a variety of other things. Because sometimes people are spewing words on autopilot and they are not even really in the moment and situation, because things like ego and feelings and titles is all they hear. So when they're sitting at the table, they are on autopilot. Autopilot. They don't hear you. They're not comprehending what's going on at the table when ones come together. And speaking on sexuality and our wellness, some of them is sitting at the table looking at her or him, and they thinking about sexual behaviors. So they don't hear what's going on at the table then. Not even for the children can they put aside their sexual behaviors and get some things done. So for example, that's my spiel, my deal. I don't know how I got onto all that, but that's what it is. I'm working with my applesauce right now because somebody needs a moment in here. I hear needs a moment. So peaceful, so peaceful. Either way, let's look. Where was we at? Let's see. So yeah, sexuality and our wellness. So we looked at the definition. Sexuality is about your sexual feelings, thoughts, attractions, and behaviors towards other people. You can find other people physically, sexually, or emotionally attractive, and all those things are a part of your sexuality. Sexuality is diverse, impersonal, and it is an important part of who you are. So, important part of who you are, says this definition. You have wellness concerns. I would suggest looking into your sexuality. Now, again, definitions change, so I wouldn't suggest that we use this as an example to define for us what sexuality is. But definitely, I would encourage us all to look into who we are in the sexuality manner and address it. Add it to your wellness check. Take some time with yourself. Take some time with others if necessary. And make things and all things and those things happen. I really think that this is all I wanted. I had no agenda, so I just wanted to talk about it, look into this. I don't know if there's any other thing I need to address. Sexuality and your wellness. So could we talk about like some specifics on sexuality, on sex, on like constructive sexual feelings, constructive sexual thoughts, constructive sexual attractions, and behaviors towards others. Constructive. For educational purposes. Just think about it, maybe. We're going to just think about it today. Because I was excited. I didn't calm down. There's an elder in the room, so that kind of brings me a peaceful type manner space. I think I was about to get rolling right there before he knocked on the door. That's just what I was feeling. I was about to start rolling, y'all. Okay, here's a comment I missed. I didn't miss, but I was rolling. All this behavior talk, yet health classes are no longer in the school system. Is that so? You know what? Sexual behavior, even when I was in health class, I don't know what they was teaching my kids. They got anything in the textbook, but classroom conversations like today can go another kind of way based on interpretation and environments and our upbringings. And was sexual behavior? Sexual behavior was discussed. But apparently, I either done slept a lot since then, or they didn't teach what I'm learning today. They definitely didn't address it as being a part of my overall wellness. I know if they did, I done slept since then, because I'm just now today on here live. No, I don't know. You know what? Regardless of what they teaching in there today, the good thing is we still have homeschool options. So you want your child to know about, if anyone wants their child to know about sexuality and wellness, I suggest you homeschool. I suggest you homeschool regardless of that. So, and on that note, and for those who missed the note, there's some of us creating this homeschool guide, the how-tos of homeschooling. So it's in edit mode right now. We would like it to be published before the summer. That guide is in edit mode. Y'all, applesauce. All right. Phoenix Jean says, how do the monks handle not having relations for so long? Does it make them loopy? OMG, Phoenix Jean, I think that as this definition says, what was the one part? Now, there's so many things I want to say right now. First of all, it's an individual experience, as the one definitions ago mentioned. So, personally, I think if it's something they're continuing, hey, they signing up for it. They did it to themselves. No pun intended. And if it makes them loopy, we'd have to conduct like a survey or something. And if it makes them loopy, then I would again have to refer them to Sexuality in Your Wellness as a study, because they need to study self and sexuality on an individual level for their wellness. It can make it, some people is loopy and they ain't monks, regardless of the timeline. Because, in a world of interpretation, a day could be a month for somebody else. I'm just saying. Deborah Rutherford earlier spoke of 16 years. 16 years to somebody else could be a lifetime. 16 years to someone could be like a day. Short day, long day, a day dragged out, dragged on kind of day. It's all kind of stuff I could see about this. But loopiness in anyone, I'd have to refer them to the sexuality and their wellness. Then I'm thinking like, what else? What other parts of our wellness are not pushed out? Just like hammered out to us, beat into us in so many manners. Because again, they speak on water. They speak on veggies. They speak on exercise. I exercise today. I drink my water today. I got my produce today. I'm doing my thing today. But have I looked at my sexuality and my wellness today? I actually did, but we ain't going to discuss that. We ain't discussing that. So I wouldn't even, it's some of us that ain't monks that might go loopy. If we not identifying and examining and looking at the wellness of our sexuality. You know, but that was a good question to close the broadcast on. I've been here a little over an hour, and I don't think I need to be here that much longer before, because I felt the conversation going another way a few times. Either way, I will be here. I will be here to the best of my ability Monday, sharing a Zoom meeting where I am a guest and speaking on that day of what I'm missing. Speaking on that day of healing from our trauma. So that's wellness as well, the strength of a woman. So Monday I'll be discussing that. And the link, you can check it out. It's on my YouTube channel. And it's a flyer. You'll see it. Healing our trauma, the strength of a woman. Wellness everywhere for everyone. Let's check into the aspects of our wellness. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. See, I'm loopy. Somebody might have identified me as loopy right now. She loopy. Well, my loopy self, I finished my applesauce, and I did not get into my grapefruit because I swear I actually intended to do some things with this grapefruit. Sexuality, sloppiness. That's sometimes you can't be all clean and right. Sometimes you got to drop the napkins, no napkins. You know what I mean? But again, we might need to do a part 2. We might need to extend this. Somebody might need to call me because an elder has come into the room and my mind is like leveling down, power down, because Karmic Dynasty is loopy in levels. Loopy levels, Karmic Dynasty. Peace, y'all. Peace, y'all. Peace, y'all. Peace. Part 2. We're going to do a part 2. In part 2, we're going to examine the grapefruit. We'll do that in part 2. I got more grapefruits in there. We're going to examine grapefruits. We're going to examine the no need for napkins. We're going to examine all that in part 2 and some other stuff. We're going to look into some tactics. I don't know, some actual, how do I say, examples of the sexuality and definitions we looked at today. Take your bite, drip, 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 because she loopy. Where the loopy at? Because she loopy, drip, 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 drip. That part. Because she loopy. She over loopy. Drip. I'm gonna make a mess today or not. Let me see how I feel. Loopy. I got sexuality and my wellness issues. All right, y'all. I'm ready to leave y'all alone. I'm messing with y'all. Don't mind me. Okay. We doing a part 2. I'll work on getting that scheduled. And actually, oh my goodness. I'm gonna work on getting that scheduled. And it probably might need to be the week of March 22nd through the 29th. Because if I ain't here, y'all gonna know it. So I can't even hide that fact. I'm be on tour. Y'all see my commercial? Let's roll with the flyer right quick while I work with my grapefruit.
That's right, Joy Allen. Yes, indeed, the great goddess from the Karmic Dynasty YouTube channel. Okay, so you know she's gonna be dropping it, so you gotta come see her, and she coming to a city near you. I said, look, listen, I saw the list. I saw Atlanta. I saw Virginia. Okay, I saw Washington. I saw Boston. So she's pulling up. Okay, Silent to Sound event and lecture tour, where she's gonna be dropping gems and illumination. Okay, I'm gonna be tuning in. Each city is gonna have its own topic. Each city is going to have its own topic. Okay, very interesting. That's a very interesting format. So I'm going to tune in and we got to check her out. I want y'all to be there. Okay, let's stay on the frequency, stay on that vibration. Okay, and support our beloved goddess. Okay, Wadu.
All right, so definitely, I was gonna say we could do like an after dark broadcast after dark, but in this place I'm in, I am a live-in here. Again, somebody called me, Joy, do you know somebody that'll live in the group home that with the elders, assisted living? I'm like, I do it. Now I'm here. This house is 24/7. It's always somebody up, I think, for the most part. And there's always something going on. So unless we gonna do it after dark with them, I can't. So yeah, I will be away from here on my tour. Okay, my bad. Something over here just click crack and ain't nothing over here should be making that noise. I will be on my tour. I will be on a one stop on my tour, March 22nd through 29th. So we can do part 2. We will do part 2. Then I'll settle it then. So then I can examine the grapefruit. What else we can examine? Some cherries, some strawberries. We can do it part 2. All right, y'all. I'm getting out y'all space. I gotta see what over here cracking. Like literally, what's cracking? Something over here making. Ain't nothing over here should be making that kind of noise. Peace, peace. Peace, y'all. Peace.